Nobody gets out on him.
And he just a shoot-around three.
Okay, and it is a shoot-around three, and all of a sudden, you're in trouble.
Yes.
Okay. All right, now we get to the play of the night that leads to the two misses of the night, because we've got LeBron at the end of the game. He's trying to come up with something, and he can't find anything, and he actually goes Russell Westbrook. He actually left his feet for a second and didn't have a good plan, and at the last second, he says, oops, I'll lob it up into the middle to AD, who is heavily guarded by about 3 Celtics, including Luke Cornett. If we could see this, LeBron goes to his right, and he goes up, and he's not sure what he's doing with it, and Luke Cornett gets called for, by the way, he's from Vanderbilt University, if you didn't know that, but he gets called for the foul, and I don't see it. I don't see a foul there. I don't think there was a foul. I think it was a dangerous pass that got tipped up in the air, and Boston came down with possession of the ball, and you got bailed out by the referee, and all of a sudden you've got Mr. Demons on the line shooting your 2 free throws, and obviously he misses them. Okay, that leads to my pettest peeve with LeBron James, obviously an all-time great player. I've been saying this since 2004 on Cold Pizza. In this situation, you have to bail out your teammate. You have to take him off the hook. You got to make a play. You are LeBron bleeping James.
Right.
And now you have to have the guts. All you need is 1 free throw at this point because it's a tie game. You got plenty of time. Just drive it. Just again, he's got demons at the late game, close game free throw line. He's had his whole career. But this is where I just say, LeBron, you're so good at this. Nobody can keep you from the rim. That they're going to have to call a foul. Remember, there's no Al Horford. There's no Robert Williams. Blake Griffin was out of the game at this point. They're going to Luke Cornett, who's a tall guy, but he's not. He's just Luke Cornett.
Right.
You know, that's all he is tall. He's not bad, but he's not a rim protector. And so if we could see the final play now, I don't know why you pull up and take almost an awkward-looking three from deep, where just go. He came to pick for you, just go, and you take this, and he's kind of off balance, and it's a LeBrick. It ain't even close.
Right.
When I just thought, if you just attack it into the middle, Luke Cornett's going to have to foul you.
Right.
That's just me. And I think, listen, since he entered the league, LeBron is the worst late game, close game free throw shooter over that stretch of time. So I get it that he doesn't trust himself, but Shannon, I would bet money LeBron James could make 1 of 2 free throws. I would bet money he could make 1 or 2, and if you do, you take your teammate off that hook.
Well, I would have liked to see him. I would like to see him at the line with that opportunity. But like you said, sometimes, not a lot, sometimes he does let the defense off the hook by taking those threes or taking those off-balance shots. Now, he's capable, Skip. You know, we've seen him get hot, and he'll hit that turnaround fade away, and once he gets going with that shot, he's almost unguardable. But in that situation, I will concur. I will agree with you. That was a bad shot. Just drive the ball.
Shot.
There were like I said, there were a couple of those down the stretch. Fake Grant Williams up because he's coming flying at you. Now take a couple of steps inside. Instead of a 26, 27-footer, that's a 12, 15-footer.
Okay. So over the last 4:25 of the game, with a 13-point lead, LeBron missed the 1 free throw. He had the 1 careless, terrible turnover. And he went 0 for 3 from 3 and 1 for 4 from the field.
Right.
It's not good enough because you got to close that because you got him. You got him on the ropes, on the hook, on the run, and you just drive it home. And if you could literally drive it home, I think LeBron is capable down the last 4 minutes of shooting like 8 free throws if you just keep attacking them. And surely you could make 5 out of 8. And if you could, you're going to win the game.
With all that being said, you get 37 from AD. You get 33 from LeBron.
Spectacular.
That's 70.
All right.
You get 20 from Russ.
Okay.
And you look. And the mere fact the game is close.
I know. If I show you the box score, you say, we got that one.
Tell me any other big 3. Now, in Boston.
And by the way, these are 3 first ballot Hall of Famers we're talking about. Go ahead.
And then Skip, that's what I've been trying to tell people. The mere fact that the Lakers play damn near perfect, and it's still a nip-tuck ball game. Your big 3 got you 90. Look at what they got between them, Skip. How many Russell had 14 rebounds? So Russell had 14. So you got 90, 26, 26 and 9 is 35. So you got 90 and 35 rebounds from your big three. And you lose by 4. You have to go to overtime. Skip, I told you the margin of error for this team is so small. Even when and look at the percentage that they shot. AD was 14 to 20. LeBron was 14 to 25. AD was 13 to 24. Now Russ was 7 to 19. Not a great percentage. Not with, he wasn't very efficient. But Skip, when you shoot that kind of, when you have that 90 and 35, and you lose.
Okay, so you still have a little ray of hope because you do have a home overtime against a gassed team that is playing back-to-back.
It's Skip gas, but that's not the Lakers. Okay, you got Jason Tatum is 25, Jaylen Brown is 26. I mean, the oldest guy, Blake Griffin, he only played 23 minutes. But most of these guys, Skip, are 28 or under. I think Marcus Smart might be the oldest at 28.
Okay, by the way, I was looking who played in overtime for the Celtics. Blake Griffin didn't play in overtime.
No.
Okay, I got it. So here's the point. Russ gets off hot in overtime and has a driving layup and then actually makes a little pull-up jumper. And I'm thinking, because you're up 4.
The Celtics are saying yes.
Okay, because they'd been daring him to shoot the whole game. So now let's see what happened in your next 3 possessions because LeBron at that point just deferred and said, okay, Russ, take us home, right?
Seems like you're hot. You got it.
Here's Russ in the next 3 trips. He says, I'll take a free throw line jumper and it's woefully short, and then you're going to give me that? Yeah, I'll give you that. And it's a West brick. And then one more time in the corner, it's a pretty decent shot. Cornette gets out and gets a hand in his face, but it's not even close.
Right.
And those were your 3 possessions where you went, no, and they went, yes. And you got blown off your home floor, basically, in overtime.
Yes.
You had an Austin Reeves late 3 that could have made it sort of interesting, but that was it. It was
but that's it, Skip. At some point in time, it comes down to execution. They're 30th in clutch offensive rating. They're 20th and 27th in defensive rating in the clutch. So now, Skip, we can't get baskets, but we can't stop the other team from getting baskets. So you can't win. Skip, if your offense can't score, you're deep in football. If your offense can't score, your defense can't stop anybody from scoring. You see what happens?
I do. And so back to your man LeBron, in the overtime, he takes only 2 shots. He did make one, but it was just a late layup when the game was pretty much decided. And he has no assists and no rebounds. And I don't know, maybe he's running out of gas at that point.
Absolutely. Skip, the man is a week away or 2 weeks away from being 38. And he's played, how many minutes did he play last night? He played 43 minutes.
43, that's too
considering that he had just played, 43 on Friday. And then he had to play another 35, 36 on Sunday. No, you can't.
I buy that. It's too many minutes. I agree. But at that point, you're on fumes and you're just trying to hope that you can get home. And mostly they just said, Russ, you got to take us home.
And you look at Jason Tatum, who played 44 minutes, and he's fresh as the morning lily. I mean, he turned it around. He shot the jumper to tie it up in LeBron's eye, and then he comes out in overtime, and he's like, bruh, you do know this is overtime, right? You do realize that you've already played 40 minutes. You're not supposed to be moving like this.
Agreed.
But boy, what would it be good? What would it be like to be young again?
Ooh. So, I must say, in the big picture, we're blaming Lakers, but I got to give credit to Jason Tatum. And again, he had 2 off games by his standards, bad games at Golden State and against the Clippers. But that was sensational.
Skip, I keep telling you.
Hey,
he got. I believe he got next. Skip.
15 of 29, 5 of 10 from 3.
9 of 10 for the free throw line.
9 of 10, that will work for 44 big points. And by the way, we should show the bucket that he made on LeBron. When LeBron is trying, he's giving it all. Right. We see the last shot that he made to tie in regulation down on the baseline. This is a lot, but he's in spin cycle on him. That is what you call too good. That's where you tip your cap and say,
hey,
next, right?
I look at Darvin. What you want me to do? Nothing you could do, but a guy like that, when he has it going, and he had it going pretty much all night, Skip, you at his mercy. You're just hoping for a miss, because ain't nothing you can do.
And listen, I love Jaylen Brown. And there are times I think Jaylen's even a little better than Jason. It goes back and forth. But last night was Jason Tatum's night. Jason from St. Louis, Missouri. friend of our man Nelly's.
Yeah.
And that was a basketball game.
Yeah, Skip, I will concede this. I think Jaylen Brown is more athletic.
Yeah.
The bounce that he has.
When he gets it in gear,
Yeah.
There's a little MJ in there going on where I'm saying that three
that's
he
explosive.
hit,
The three he hit last night, I think it was an Austin Reeves face.
Yeah, it was.
In overtime.
He's got that tenacity.
Yeah. But Skip, I mean, we keep talking about LeBron. I mean, their big two has 69.
Yeah.
And then you get two other guys get double figures. Marcus Smart gives you 18. Derek White gives you 10.
Yeah, but I remind you, they're having to make do with Blake Griffin. And I love Blake, and he's trying his tail off, but he kept trying to make threes. He just couldn't find the rhythm of it, and he went 0 for 5 because they're daring him to shoot, right? But they're having to make do right now because they don't have Horford, who's in COVID protocol,
right?
And Robert Williams is due back soon.
Yeah, Skip. I mean, we got 33 points from our bench. But the only thing I would say this about D. Ham, Skip, Lonnie Walker didn't play one dribble in the fourth quarter.
No.
And you start him in overtime. Why? Just go back with Troy Brown Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's been playing, Skip, he basically played the whole fourth quarter, and that's what I think I was like, why are you playing Lonnie Walker? The man, he probably had to get over on the bike and like, okay, Lonnie, you are starting overtime. He probably had to go on the bike and pedal like 100 RPMs.
Okay, but he's looking at him the way you've been looking at him because when he's right, he can be
But
really
Skip, the
right.
man hadn't played in an hour.
No, he hadn't, and plus he's been really quiet when he was playing.
Exactly.
And I've told you, because I watched him too much as a Spur, he comes and he goes.
Right.
And last night he went.
He went.
Right?
He didn't have it last night.
Whew.
The Lakers now 5 games under 500, guys, 1-4 in their last 5 contests. All right, Skip, let's talk a little bit about your Cowboys this morning.
Do we have to?
Do you think fans should be we do, because we need to decide if fans should be concerned about Dak.
Ooh.
I know,
Oh, my
not your
goodness.
favorite topic.